access to the call today too. All right, but anyway, thank you very much, Elizabeth. Anybody else wants to add anything else before we?
Hey, George.
Oh, Kenyon, how are you? Good morning.
So I got a detached retina last Friday. I had surgery on Monday. In my paperwork from the doctors, my wife was reading that curcumin, that we should be taking curcumin with the detached retina. And they say go, you can get it on Amazon and it absorbs 10%. Well, what do we have? We have Revive with curcumin that absorbs at 30%. So we're putting something together when I go back to the doctor next week to hand to him to say, hey, you should get a bottle of this and hand it to everybody after surgery because there's 60 tablets, 60 pills, and you should be able to give one to each. Take one a day because you still get more than the curcumin that you get from, because they say to take it for 30 to 60 days after surgery.
Right.
So I just thought that was something unique about our products because everybody's talking GLP, but we have the Simple Six. It's so amazing.
Correct.
So
100%. Okay, thank you very much. And yeah, that's why our products are so powerful. I mean, everything, the kinetics. I met with several golf pro yesterday, and kinetics is a great product for focus. I mean, it's not only the energy, but the focus when they're playing golf. We are going to use a guinea pig. It's one of the golf pro and also a coach. It's going to be interesting. She's going to be a guinea pig for some test that we are going to do with the teams that they are there in the golf pros. But anyway, anybody one more before we started? I guess. Okay. Let's see. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Hey. Good morning, everybody. Oh, I forgot something. This is the training about how to use the GLP. This is the way that I use it. I put it on my tongue, I keep it there for a few seconds, and then I swallow. That's it. Try it. Wait and swallow it. That's it. Okay. One of the things that I talked in the past, the last call, and now is something that I want to go back, and this is the part of our pay plan. First of all, our business is simple. We have to make sure that we are talking to everybody. I do the trainings on Saturday about the app because you can have your digital, I would say your prints everywhere. You can be in social media everywhere, but at the same time, so important that we are connecting with people face to face. When we are going to a restaurant, when we are just the waitress or people that are around, or a coffee place, or when we are meeting people all the time, like these golf players, I just talk casually with them, with one of them first. And the main person, that's always find the main person. And now I've been invited to several places to talk about that, but about the product, etc. But it's interesting. Kinetics is an amazing product there. Of course, also this one because they want to lose weight. All of them. This is the heaviest, more busy season for golf tournaments, and that's why all of them they want to look good in their golf dresses, etc. But this is amazing. And we are talking, by the way, this is the women golf, not the guys. They are not wearing dresses that I know of. Anyway, this is an amazing time to talk to a lot of people. Again, I was telling them about the swimming suit, etc. The idea is to connect with as many people as we can, always, because the cool thing is that in our pay plan, as soon as you find two really good people, your business is going to explode. I'm not telling you even about rank. As soon as you have two good people, that one on each side, your business is going to explode. When I mean, because good people are going to bring people and bring people. When I mean it's going to explode, that doesn't mean that next month you are going to retire already. What I mean is that you are going to have two legs that are going to start moving so fast. The guy that is one of the mentors, he's today 98. He became 98 actually about a month ago. He said to me always that the cool thing about a pay plan like binary, because I was in a binary before, but we didn't have that machine bonus that we have, is that it's like having two trains going uphill, two legs. And then as soon as we found those leads and these trains are going uphill and they get to the top, or like a roller coaster, and then start going down, there's no way to stop them. And that's why we are going to get to that point. But in order to get to that point, it's so important that we are consistent. Consistency, consistency, and consistency. There's one slide. I'm going to use only one slide today. And by the way, in a second, I'm going to give my channel. I hope it's recording, by the way. I assume it's recording. Access to the call today, too. Oh, yeah. All right. But anyway. Yeah, it's recording. Okay. All right. I'm going to actually let me post the channel right now, and that way I don't forget. Okay, this is what I'm going to post on the right side on the chat. That's actually this. If somebody goes right now to the YouTube channel, they're going to see it live there. But then as soon as it finishes, it stays recorded. But anyway, the power of the pay plan is incredible. And I put everything in just one slide. Not everything. Two of the things that make this power pay plan so powerful. Let me share. Okay, slide. Oh, there it is. And by the way, I'm going to copy this slide. Actually, let me do it now. Copy this slide. And then I'm going to put it on the chat also, in case you wanted to have it. There it is on the chat, because you can use it one page. This is so powerful. First of all, we have the cycles. The cycles are so powerful. I know it's something new for most people, and the first time that I saw a pay plan with cycles, that was in the company, it was for 15 years. One of the things that there were some people that were saying always, we become professional cyclers. The more we cycle, the more we make money. Now, at that company, we didn't have the matching bonus that we have here. This is called. But the matching bonus. But the cycling is powerful. And here in 3, the cool things when you have people that come into the business, and when they have a left and a right, when you sponsor somebody on the left and one on the right, you open 2 banks. And those 2 banks, the left bank and the right bank, start accumulating cycles. It's like, that's where you are going to get paid. And you're going to hear cash-in every time you see 600 and 300 or 300 and 600. Whatever is left, because let's suppose that we have 600, 400, there are going to be 100 left to stay in the bank waiting to accumulate for the next cycle. That can be the other way around. 300, 600, or 600, 300 can go back and forth. It's as simple as that. Why cycles were created? Now, people, and I was used to, before the cycles, I get paid, let's suppose 5% in the first level, 5% in the second, 3, whatever. And the challenge is that we are limited to levels. On the cycles, it's unlimited levels, because the computer is looking for just volume, and you can get up to $21,000 a week. In 600 cycles at 35, that's 21,000 a week. But this is the cool thing. When your people are cycling, like I see on the top, on the left side, when they cycle, every time they cycle, you get 35 on those $35 that they are making. You can get up to 30%. This is $10.50. That means that the more your personal cycle, the more money you're making. And these 2 bonuses are every week. Every week. And on the right side, right side, you see on the L1, you pay up to 30%. Now, how can you get paid 30%? It's when you have 10 people that are active with at least 60 points. Simple as that. 10 people that are active with 60 points that you personally sponsor, or could be a combination of BAs and customers. When you have 10, and you get 30%, but meanwhile you get 20%. But anyway, and they bring people, and you have to be a 2-star, and I'm not going to go into all the details, but we talk a lot about 3-star. They are the first 3 levels. And the reason we talk so much about 3-star on the matching bonus is because most of the matching bonus, at least for the first, it depends, but the first 1, 2, or 3 years are going to be coming from the first 3 levels, like happened our position, probably about 65% of the commission is coming from the matching bonus for the first three levels, like 90%. But the total commission is about 65, and of those 65, about 85% is coming from the top three levels. It's because it's where you have most of your leaders still. This is happening in the first 3, 4, 5 years. Eventually, that can switch because there are going to be way more people on the levels 3 to 2 and below. But at the beginning, I would say the first 2 or 3 years, or probably forever, because if you happen to sponsor a leader that's making $1 million a year, and your L1, that you're getting just $300,000 with that person, because 30% of that's $300,000 a year. And then they have people that are making a lot of money, like you see on the picture on the bottom, on the right side. When you have 5 people that are making just $1,000 a week, that's a total of $5,000 altogether. You're getting like $1,500 matching. The people are making 1,000. They're going to have people making money too. Let's suppose that it's 800. Each one had 3 people that are making 800. It's a total of 15. It's 12,000 total commissions on that second L2, and on the L2 you are getting another 1,800. And then in the third one, there's a coincidence, by the way, that came 1,800 the last 2. And then each one has, let's suppose, only 2 people making $600. That is probably more than that. It's 18,000 altogether. You are getting another 1,800. That's $5,000 a week. That's over $250,000 a year just in bonus. But what if you are at zero to what they are earning? And by the way, the reason I have these 4 slides is because the one on the top left is showing the cycles and the matching. The second on the right show the matching all the way to the 7th level. The one on the bottom shows the power of our pay plan. When you have 2 people that are building and they bring 2s, 4, 8s, look what can happen in a year. Could be longer. But this is finding the right people, by the way. This is an example of $31,000 a month here. And that's without counting the matching. I want to bring that, so important. You can earn even without having a high rank on the left side of this on the cycle. You can earn up to 21,000. This is an example of 31. But you don't have any levels limitation. You don't have any qualification. You don't have any weird qualification. You have to have one on the left, one on the right, obviously, and you have to be active yourself. But what I mean, there are no weird qualification that you have to have X amount of people with certain rank in order to max out the left side. I'm talking about the bottom left side. And then the stars are valid, very important, is when you start going into the matching bonus. But the pay plan is so simple. And that's one of the things that I want to talk to business owners. You can start super part-time. You can have only 5 hours in a whole week. But if you know the right people and you are showing the story of how they can leverage their income, because here you are leveraging by bringing few people that bring more people and more people and more people, and the potential is enormous. Of course, the results are going to depend on what we do. But you see, the potential is incredible. And I love to think big. Let me close here. Oh, admitted. Okay, I love to think big. And that's because if we are going to think anyway, let's think big. It's going to happen overnight to see the huge numbers? No. But consistency and persistency and to never give up is going to give you the results that you want. And the consistency is so important because, yeah, we can say, okay, I talked to 5 people last month. There's a consistency, but it's too spread out. And it's hard to create momentum when you're not talking to a lot of people. What is momentum? And Daniel talked about that in the Tuesday night call. He said that we're getting close to that momentum. And one of the reasons because we have an igniter that is this product, the GLP-1. And what happened in momentum? Momentum is when the word starts spreading so quick it's going to be easier to get more and more people. And one of the things that is igniting that is the GLP-3. It was going to happen anyway, even if we didn't have the GLP-3. What this is doing is speeding up that. And we have to be prepared to momentum. And it's why we have to be so consistent. Because if we are not consistent, momentum can roll over us. It's like wave, ride the wave. You probably heard that expression, ride the wave. Yeah, we are going to ride the wave, not become overwhelmed and see that wave coming over us. We are going to ride it. Ride it. The cool thing that you don't have to know how to surf here. I don't know how to surf. but I know how to surf the opportunity. And it's by being excited and sharing this. It's so important for us, by the way, that we are using as many products as we can, because the more products we use, the more we are as an example. One of the things that was interesting, one of the golf pros, she had not seen me in several years. And she said, holy cow, you look incredible. What happened with your skin? So, because I had problem with my skin before. And by the way, this is the firemen and police that are going quick because the momentum is coming. But anyway, and it's because I'm using basically all the products. I know the hydration, the kinetic hydration probably is helping with the skin together with obviously the product, the Visage products. And it's why, because we have to show not only the excitement, but reflected in the way that we are looking, their health, our skin, etc. It's amazing. And we are going to go into momentum. When I'm not sure because we don't know, but it's probably going to be before the end of the year. And momentum is a stage that lasts for several years, usually about 5 to 6 years, and usually spread. This is in one country. It starts spreading to other countries very quick too. It's why momentum really never stops as long as the company is opening new countries and then new products that we are going to have in the future. By the way, they are working in new products. Yes, but remember, this is the door opener. The GLP-3, because everybody is talking about this. But anyway, any questions? I wanted to use only one slide. Let me get it back in case you have a question about that.
This is great, George. I love this because it's so simple and you can show your new people and you can just show your organization. It's so simple. I like this, really. It's good.
Yeah, and it's showing the potential. Thank you. It's showing the potential. And this is the thing. Now, we cannot make claims telling people, you are going to make that for sure, because we don't know what that person is going to do. But what we can tell them is, there is a potential. Not everybody's going to do it. I'm looking for people that want to do it and want to do it with me. Are you in? This is so important. People that are going to do it with me, because then together we can do these things. That's because we go in teams. And that's a great way to show people the potential here in one page. And always, I love when I'm talking to people and we are talking about the dreams, and I love to ask questions. One of them that I use is the Dream Breaker. And this is actually was created in NLP. For those of you that know, NLP is neuro-linguistic programming. It was created many, many years ago. And one person that made it popular was Anthony Robbins, the NLP. Then he created his own system that's based on NLP. But anyway, and one of the things is, this is the way that works. When you ask a person, even in normal conversation, if time and money were not a challenge and you have all the energy to enjoy it, what would you do? Let them talk. If they cannot come with any ideas, where would you live? Who would you help? What would you drive? Where would you travel? And then people start telling those things. And then they say, whoa, yeah, I would love to go to Europe. I would love to go to Greece. I would love to, one of the golf professionals was telling me that she wants to do a whole tour over the Middle East. She had played golf in several areas, but never stay enough time to do the tours. But anyway, But where do you want to go? And they get excited. Oh, I would help. Oh, I would help my family. Oh, I would live somewhere else. I would buy a newer house. I love big boats, and they start excited. And remember the question: if time and money were not a challenge, and you have all the energy to enjoy it, I have the energy there for a reason because our products. And then when they start telling me all the things, and I say, doing what you're doing now, how long will it take you to do all those things? You can see the body language of the person change. Some of them say never. Some of them, I don't know. And then the next one is, how do you make you feel? This was used against NLP for when they were treating patients. When they try to people to break into something new. And how do it make you feel? And some of them, I feel crappy. I feel terrible. I don't know. What if I can show you a way where you can have the time, the money, and the energy to do all those things? Would you be open? Look what I say. What if you find a way? I didn't say, what if I can show you something? Because I want to put that person responsibility there. And the person, see what it is? Okay. If I invite you to a blank, will you be available? It could be a Zoom or to watch a video, whatever, or a personal presentation. Because we are showing people how to get the time, the money, and the energy to do all that stuff. And that's what we have here in 3. We have all the picture together. We can get the time, the money, because we are leveraging the time, and the energy, because the quality products that we have. And I post a slide on the right side. You can download that. I can upload it. I can send it also to say it can be uploaded in the groups in WhatsApp. But that slide by itself is the blueprint. No, the whole pay plan is not there because we don't have the retail. I'm just talking about the long-term dream of consistency, residual income. Residual income is what's happening even if you are not doing anything. You're traveling. You're in the swimming pool. You're in the beach. You're hiking somewhere in the mountains. You don't even know what is happening. That's when you have a team, by the way. That's not going to happen as soon as you sign up. This is where the consistency comes. This is where the duplication comes. And then get to the point that really one day you're going to say, wow, I remember one day when I started with my first person, my second person. It seemed that was so hard to find the leader, that person that was going to build. And suddenly one came. And then I have a leg that was going bananas. And then the other one came. And that's it. It was over. And and then you don't have to be making $1 million a year, but you can be a consistent 3-star elite all the time. And that means that's probably close to around $2,000 a week. That's over $100,000 a year already. And residual income, even if it's half of that, $50,000 a year and residual income. Imagine if what you want is or $25,000 if you want is only to complement or supplement because you love your career or your other incomes. This is the power of this business. And this is the power of network marketing in 2025, 26, 27, 28, 26, and in the next following years, because it's the perfect business. Right now, people are so confused and people are getting into the AI businesses. For example, Anthony Robbins is having those AI trainings, and they're really good. I took one of them. But at the same time, then what do you do with it? How do you create a residual income? If you know how to talk to AI, how can have a great day today, can plan it for you for this business, and you are creating a residual income. People that are taking the training with Anthony Robbins, they really don't know what are you going to do. They say, oh, you sell your expertise. But you know how many thousands upon thousands or millions of people are trying to do that at the same time? And they are going to compete with the advertisement because later they go into advertisement. For those of you that it's only, I don't recommend, by the way, to take the thousands of dollars. I don't remember how much is the main program. But anyway, but you want the basics of AI, perfect. And I'm going to be training on AI anyway, specific for network marketing. Not only with the app that we are doing on Saudi, but I'm going to go more and more into AI. But beside the point, here we have a business that you can create residual. You don't have to even think about the product because we have the products. You don't have to think even about the tools because we have the tools like the app and the support that we have at the company. And we have already several countries where you can have people. We are not all over the planet, but if you just tell people in social media, you say, you know what, I'm looking for somebody in Malaysia or in Australia, New Zealand, Taiwan, etc., etc. I just found a person that is going to be in Taiwan for business purposes 2 months. For 2 months, I'm going to meet with him because I want to make sure, and he speaks Chinese. That he understands our business. He's going to be there for 2 months or probably more longer. But anyway, this is the power of our business. It's an incredible business. Yeah, we're excited about the result with the products. And that's the reason we have an amazing business. For me, the product is the best marketing tool. But we cannot grow if we are not telling the whole story. That's why, I like that slide on the right side. Anybody has any comments? Yeah, we have a few minutes. Any comments?
Other than fabulous? Oh my gosh, this is so powerful.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. You are so brilliant.
Thank you very much. Any comments? Because remember, this is a big business. If you have any questions, even a small question, it's probably very important. There's no dumb questions. There is no out of place questions.
George.
Oh,
Okay. Who was here first? Kenyon, I think.
George, the key to the business, I think, and you've touched on it, is to get our 2. But we've got to get our happy 10. If everybody got our happy 10 to where they got the 30%, think about it, 20 to 30%. If you had one person doing $1 million, would you rather have $200,000 or $300,000? That's what 10% means in that kind of a business. The key is 30 to get the 30% and get our happy 10.
Yeah.
And just blow. If everybody did that, we would be in momentum tomorrow.
Yes. And the other thing, and this is so important, by having the happy 10, you are always qualified with the basic of the 3-star, and that's the base for all the rest of the plan. It's why the happy 10 or more is better. It's why we talk more about the 10 board of directors. Those 10 board of directors are the people that eventually, you may have only one person right now or not yet anybody that is possible or is already working, that's your board of directors. But the goal is to have 10 because you have those, not only happy 10, but you have happy 10 powerful, the magnificent 7. I don't know if you remember the old movie, The Magnificent 7. Okay, the Magnificent 10 or more. Elizabeth, go ahead.
I like the Magnificent 10. I love that. But I want to just thank you so much because you know, George, I don't know if we have a lot of questions because you're so thorough. And I've been texting as you were talking. And I just want to say how this trainings are so important. We're getting $1 million training here for free. It's simply amazing. And I was just thinking about who you are, what you've done. And here we are sitting and we're getting this, it's so amazing, really. And it's all about scaling, really. And I think for me, and I bet for most of us, it's like getting up this phone and just think this is momentum happening now. And I know you've been saying that. So imagine what will happen to our businesses. So if we create a momentum now, and when that momentum hits, it's going to be crazy. So I'm just excited. I just want to thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much. And what you say right now, the key word is to create momentum in our team first. Because can you imagine you are creating momentum in the team, what's going to happen with the whole company is a momentum. Wow, you're going to be saying, wow, all the time. The wow is going to become your daily work. When you open your back office and you say, oh, I cycle. And then you go away for a second and you come back. I cycle more. I keep cycling. Whoa! Or you go to bed and you have X amount of cycles, and then when you wake up in the morning, you cannot sleep through the night because you hear kaching, kaching, kaching because the cycles they're coming up. But anyway, yeah, that's the power. Yeah, thank you for what you're saying. Creating momentum in your team first, definitely super important. Yeah, Kimberly.
Okay, maybe I didn't hear Elizabeth say that, because that's what I was going to say, is that whether or not the company's a momentum, we're trying to get our own personal momentum. And I can't agree with Kenyon anymore, because it's always 10, your first 10, your first 10. And after that, like every single month, then you get $100 certificate, which I think is so great too. Bobby's already had like $400 worth of certificates. And it's just so powerful, because out of the 10 that we add, 1 or 2 will be a rock star.
That's right. That's right. And eventually you're going to have those 10 super rock stars. That, by the way, it's necessary just for the happy 10, but just having too powerful, it can get you already to 7-figure. Imagine when you have just those 10. It's why the stories that we hear about Kim Wee, when she was earning over $1 million per month in another company with a similar pay plan, it's why it's possible, because the way that the pay plan is set up, when you have 10 superstars, or your board of directors going bananas, well, first of all, the sky is the limit, because yeah, we have a limit on the binary that's mostly 21,000 a week. That, by the way, it's not a bad limit. It's over $1 million a year, but we don't have limits on the matching bonuses. You can have 10 people that each one earn $1 million, just as an example. And just on the personal, it's $3 million. Of course, 10 people making $1 million, that's incredible. I think if I remember right, there were 5 or 6 different legs that were making $1 million a month, $1 million a year, excuse me, that Kim has in order to have that $1 million per month. She has 6 of her people that were earning $1 million a year. And then she was making $1 million a month. Imagine, because she was getting the machine on themselves, the machine on their second L2, the machine on the L3, machine all the way to L7. It's powerful. When is going to be the business opportunities Zoom? The business is going to be on Tuesday. I think I think the flyer was posted on the right side. Maybe it was not. Yeah,
yes, it was posted several times.
Yeah, the post is on the right side. It's gonna be on Tuesday night, and there is the link for the presentation. Okay. We are gonna be announcing a lot, because we want to make sure every person that has a business mind to be on that call. I ain't gonna talk about big numbers, because business people are looking for big numbers. ASAP, as soon as they can. This is not get rich quick, like some people call it, but this is a secure way to create a very, very big income if the person is following the different steps that we have and they are consistent. Some people can come out of the gate fast, but that doesn't mean that everybody's going to do that, because there are many different circumstances, or they happen to have the right 2 people starting out and they can go bananas. But we always have to think here long term, because the longer you are in the field, connecting with people, and when I mean the field, that includes not only the face-to-face, but also online everywhere. The more you are out there, the more possibilities that you're going to find that person that's going to start duplicating, sharing the story of the business and the products so much with other people, with other leaders, that your business is going to go bananas. And I love to use the word bananas. I love bananas too. It's another reason. Okay. Any questions or any comments?
Let me add one more thing, George.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
so.
Helen?
But I loaded it after, because I thought that was.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a little bit off, but Warren and I, we're going to go to trade days next month, and we're going to have a table there. And so I was wondering, can we get a sign saying that we're recruiting brand ambassadors? Is that appropriate?
Yeah, you can use the word. How can you start your own business or something like that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So we can do that.
And trade shows are really good. But let me tell you, the best prospects in a trade show are the people that have the tables, not the people that are going
Okay.
to the trade show.
Yeah.
I mentioned that in the past how in the company I was before, 3 of my $1 million income earners were people that had tables in trade shows
Okay.
because
All
those are the
right.
ones that are there to make money. People usually that
That's
go to
right.
trade shows, they're looking for, or just to spend the Saudi there, or just looking for bargains, or just to see what's going on around, or to buy
Yeah.
something. But the people that are in the table, they are there because they want to make money.
That's right. That's right.
And
All right.
that's the way some people probably heard of the mechanic millionaire, Dave MacArthur. I met him in a trade show, and that's the way that we sponsor him. He had
Mhm.
his wife had a table. They were saying they were selling stuff for scrapbooks, and they were making only like $200 or $300 every week. That was extra money because he was
Yes.
a mechanic and he was helping his
Yes.
wife. Well, they had made more than $20 million since then.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
it's why trade shows are really good, especially mostly the table. That doesn't mean that I don't know how. Do you know how big is going to be the trade show? How many tables?
And I'm not sure, but it's pretty big because it's in a mall. It's in a
Okay,
mall.
all
Yes.
right. Yeah, it's good. I don't know if how many people are going to be in your booth. If
Oh, Warren and myself, two of
okay,
us so far.
yeah. Sometimes it's nice to have one of you on the booth. The other one is just introducing himself and the
The
whole
product.
your booth to the other tables. We used to have like 4 people at least because
Or
we were doing
okay.
that consistent. Yeah, we were doing that consistent. And one day probably going to do a training on how to go very strong on shows. But the best way is connect with the people that have the tables.
All right.
Because if there are 50 tables, there are a few people there that you don't know. They are hungry
Yes.
and they are tired of being there every weekend. It's because they
Yes.
are professional. There are some professional trade shows. They go every week following trade shows all over the country. And
That's
many of
true.
them are tired of it. Or
I can.
or they may be local and they're not making a lot of money extra.
Yes. All right.
But
Well,
they are
thank you for
good.
that.
They're a great way to get cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
To
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
perfect.
Thank
Kenyon, you were going to say something. And by the way, Kenyon, I know you sponsor some people that were in trade shows and farmers market and things like that too. By the way,
Yes, that had the booth.
yeah, that's right.
So I just wanted to add one thing. I'm so grateful for you, George, because if it wasn't for George Ruiz, we wouldn't have Black Crow. We wouldn't have Legacy Makers. We wouldn't have none of it because George is the backbone of the whole organization. I just wanted to put that out there. He's the one that's got all the big wigs in. He's the one that's does all the behind the scenes that doesn't get recognition for. And I just wanted to thank him. I've had him in my home multiple times. And the man has a heart of gold. And I just wanted to put that out there for everybody because I don't think people realize what he does for this team. So thank you, George. Love you, man. You are the bomb. You are the GOAT.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I love the team, by the way. That's one of the reasons. Not just love the company, but I mention it to people. I love the team. That's what wake me up every morning to show something that I know is helping the team to get to the next level. Because I see the opportunity because I experienced the opportunity, and with Tree, it's a next level of opportunity because. And one of the reasons we always talk about how great the products were, etc., and the pay plan is amazing. And now we add on top of this the hardest product in the market right now. That's GLP-3. It's the hardest product, and of course we are small right now, but this thing is going to keep spreading out. And wow, I can't wait to see for you to see what momentum is. And I'm starting to smell it. Okay, the Miriam training on vendor tables. Okay, on the right side, there is a training that General Post. Okay, perfect. If you can click on that link, it's great. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, because it's not just sitting in the table and putting a TV and having the table in front of you, etc. I like to have the table behind me because I'm standing, saying hi to the person that coming in, but that's personal. But anyway, Miriam, go ahead. You have your
Yes, thank you, Janelle, for posting that. And yes, I was going to comment, stand in front of your table. It's much better. It's much more inviting. And if it's an outdoor event, it's even better to have your table behind you so people come into your space.
That's right. Yeah,
In
because
fact, I met Christine at a vendor event. That's where she recruited me
oh wow.
many, many years ago.
Yeah, that's a great example. Thank you. And yes, true. And the reason, by the way, you want to be as front because you are going to be different from everybody else. Because everybody's sitting there with a boring thing, sending text to people or something like that. Face.
Exactly.
You want to
Do
look
not
different.
be on the phone, not paying attention to the people in front of you.
That's right. Because you could be missing somebody. Just because I think when the people walk by a table and see somebody on a phone, in their mind says, "Oh, that person doesn't want to talk to me," and just keep going. You don't know who you can be missing. It's why it's good to have the table at least 2 people, and depending how busy we have shows that were so big sometimes that we had like 10 people. It was really cool. We have the end tables that when people go around, we have the 2 end tables, and they had to walk through a table. There were a lot of psychology in the big shows. That was so funny. And
George, oops.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't want to miss. Before we close, could you send the link, if you don't mind, of this training today from your
Yes.
live? Could you put it on the chat, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, I
Thank
just
you.
did it.
Yeah, because I think,
Okay. Oop. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Yeah.
perfect.
1 second. Let me see because I have it there. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Yeah. This call, specific call. All right. Okay. Is there or again on the right side?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Any questions before we go? And again, thank you, Miriam, for your input. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you, and thank you very much, everybody. And today is Friday, is just because it's the end of the week, it's not the end of the dreams. On the contrary, it's the beginning of everything.
Yes.
Gra-
Have a great
Yes.
day and a great weekend, everyone.
Bye, George. Bye,
Have
everybody.
an amazing weekend. Tomorrow
Bye,
we have
George.
the after-
Gracias.
Bye.
Gracias, gracias. Yeah, thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Gracias. Bye-bye, George.
Thank you, and let me confuse people.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
in
Pescado.
Italian. That's Italian.
Pescado, pescado, pescado. Ciao, ciao.
Pescado. What the heck? That's fish, by the way, for those of you that I don't know.
Hey.
Fish.
Ciao.
Okay, guys. Don't forget Houston, Texas tonight. I mean, Dallas,
Oh, that's
Texas
right.
tonight. Dallas,
right.
Texas,
You're-
and then Houston this weekend with Christine.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great day,
Dallas.
everybody.
Dallas and Houston coming up. Thank you.